All want to be loved and accepted, but what if the secret to finding real love is actually being okay with being disliked? It sounds counterintuitive, but embracing the possibility of not pleasing everyone can open the door to genuine relationships. In this video, we'll explore why being disliked isn't just inevitable, it's essential for discovering authentic love. Let's start by understanding why our desire to be liked can sometimes hold us back from true connection. From a young age, many of us are taught to seek approval. We learn to adapt our behavior to fit in, to avoid conflict, and to make others happy. While this can help us get along in groups, it can also lead us to hide our true selves. When we focus too much on pleasing others, we risk losing touch with our own values and desires. This constant need for validation can make it hard to form deep, meaningful connections. Real love is built on authenticity. When we show up as our true selves, we give others the chance to know and love us for who we really are. This means expressing our opinions, setting boundaries, and sometimes disagreeing with others. While this can make us vulnerable to criticism or rejection, it also allows us to attract people who genuinely appreciate us. Authenticity is the foundation of lasting relationships. It's natural to fear rejection. No one enjoys being disliked or criticized, but when we let this fear control our actions, we start to compromise our values and suppress our true feelings. Over time, this can lead to resentment and loneliness. Facing the fear of rejection head-on is a crucial step toward building honest, fulfilling relationships. Remember, not everyone will like us, and that's okay. No matter how hard we try, we can't please everyone. People have different values, preferences, and personalities. Trying to be universally liked is a losing battle. Instead, accepting that some people won't resonate with us frees us to focus on those who do. This shift in mindset is liberating and allows us to invest our energy in relationships that truly matter. Healthy relationships require boundaries. When we're afraid of being disliked, we might say yes to things we don't want to do or tolerate behavior that makes us uncomfortable. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. It signals to others that we value ourselves and expect to be treated with respect in return. Boundaries help us build trust and safety in our relationships. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but it's actually a strength. When we allow ourselves to be seen, flaws and all, we invite deeper connection. Vulnerability means risking rejection, but it also means opening the door to real intimacy. By being honest about our feelings and experiences, we create space for others to do the same. When we stop trying to please everyone, we naturally attract people who share our values and interests. These are the people who will appreciate us for who we are, not for who we pretend to be. Finding your tribe is about quality, not quantity. It's better to have a few close, authentic relationships than many shallow ones. Letting go of the need for approval is a process. It takes time and practice to stop worrying about what others think. Start by noticing when you're acting out of a desire to be liked and gently remind yourself that your worth isn't defined by others' opinions. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to stand in your truth. Real love starts with self-acceptance. When we accept ourselves, flaws and all, we become less dependent on external validation. This inner confidence attracts others who respect and appreciate us. Self-acceptance is the foundation of healthy relationships, and it empowers us to be authentic, even if it means being disliked by some. Conforming to others' expectations can feel safe, but it comes at a cost. When we suppress our true selves to fit in, we lose our sense of identity and authenticity. Over time, this can lead to feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. True love can only flourish when we are willing to be ourselves, even if it means standing out. It takes courage to be disliked. This doesn't mean being rude or dismissive, but rather being honest and authentic even when it's uncomfortable. The courage to be disliked is the courage to be yourself. It's about trusting that the right people will appreciate you and that it's okay if not everyone does. There's a big difference between being loved for who you are and being liked for what you do. Approval is often conditional. It depends on meeting others' expectations. Real love, on the other hand, is unconditional. It's based on acceptance and understanding. When we stop chasing approval, we make room for real love to enter our lives. Living authentically brings a sense of freedom. When we're not constantly worried about others' opinions, we can relax and enjoy life more fully. This freedom is attractive. It draws people to us who value honesty and openness. Authenticity is magnetic, and it's the key to forming deep, lasting bonds. Saying no is an important skill in any relationship. When we're afraid of being disliked, we might agree to things that don't serve us. Learning to say no respectfully helps us protect our time and energy. It also shows others that we have self-respect and clear boundaries, which are essential for healthy love. Criticism is a part of life. When we're authentic, we might face criticism from those who don't understand or agree with us. Instead of taking it personally, we can use criticism as an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, criticism often says more about the other person than about us. Honesty is a gift we give to ourselves and others. When we're honest about our feelings, needs, and boundaries, we create space for real understanding. Honesty can be uncomfortable, but it's the foundation of trust. In love, honesty is what allows two people to truly know and support each other. Perfection is an illusion. Trying to be perfect to avoid being disliked only leads to stress and disappointment. Real love doesn't require perfection, it requires honesty and vulnerability. When we let go of perfection, we allow ourselves and others to be human, which is where true connection begins. No two people are exactly alike. Embracing differences is a key part of real love. When we accept that disagreements and dislikes are natural, we can approach relationships with more compassion and understanding. Differences don't have to divide us, they can enrich our lives and deepen our connections. Self-worth is the belief that we are valuable regardless of others' opinions. When we have strong self-worth, we're less affected by being disliked. We can stand firm in our values and attract people who respect us. Self-worth is the anchor that keeps us grounded in love, even when faced with criticism. Not all relationships are meant to last. By being authentic, we naturally filter out connections that aren't a good fit. This isn't a loss, it's a gain. Authentic relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. When we choose authenticity, we create space for the right people to enter our lives. It's a myth that we can or should be loved by everyone. Even the most beloved figures have critics. Trying to win universal approval is exhausting and impossible. Instead, focus on building a few deep, meaningful relationships. These are the connections that bring true fulfillment. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we show others that it's safe to do the same. This mutual openness creates a strong foundation for love. Vulnerability is the bridge that connects us, even when we risk being disliked. We can't control how others feel about us. Trying to manage others' perceptions is exhausting and ultimately futile. Letting go of control frees us to focus on what we can influence, our own actions and attitudes. This shift allows us to live more authentically and attract genuine love. Respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. When we respect ourselves, we set the standard for how others treat us. This means being willing to walk away from relationships where we're not valued. Respecting others' boundaries is equally important. Mutual respect creates a safe space for love to grow. Discomfort is a natural part of growth. When we risk being disliked, we step outside our comfort zone. This discomfort is a sign that we're growing and becoming more authentic. Embracing discomfort leads to greater self-awareness and deeper relationships. Honesty isn't always easy, but it's always valuable. When we're honest, we build trust and understanding. Even if honesty leads to disagreement or dislike, it lays the groundwork for real connection. In love, honesty is a sign of respect for ourselves and for others. Feeling guilty for being disliked is common, but it's not necessary. We can't control others' feelings, and it's not our job to make everyone happy. Letting go of guilt allows us to focus on being true to ourselves and building relationships based on mutual respect. There's a unique joy that comes from being truly seen and accepted. Real connection happens when we drop the masks and let others see our true selves. This kind of connection is rare and precious. It's worth the risk of being disliked by some to experience the joy of real love. Trust is built through consistency and honesty. When we're authentic, others know they can rely on us to be genuine. Trust takes time to develop, but it's the foundation of any lasting relationship. Being willing to be disliked shows that we value honesty over superficial harmony. Empathy helps us understand others' perspectives, even when we disagree. When we're empathetic, we can navigate differences with compassion. Empathy doesn't mean always agreeing, but it does mean respecting others' feelings. This creates a safe space for love to flourish, even when dislikes arise. Past experiences of rejection or being disliked can shape how we approach relationships. It's important to recognize these patterns and let go of old wounds. Healing from the past allows us to approach new relationships with openness and trust, rather than fear. Imperfection is what makes us human. When we embrace our flaws, we invite others to do the same. Real love isn't about finding someone perfect, it's about loving each other's imperfections. This acceptance creates a deep sense of safety and belonging. We have the power to choose how we show up in relationships. Choosing authenticity over approval is a daily practice. Each time we choose to be ourselves, we strengthen our self-worth and attract people who value us. The power of choice is the key to finding real love. Uncertainty is a part of every relationship. We can't predict how others will respond to our authenticity. Accepting uncertainty allows us to stay open and flexible. It's a sign of maturity to embrace the unknown and trust that we'll find the right connections. Real love is a gift that comes from being true to ourselves. It's not about being perfect or pleasing everyone, it's about showing up authentically and allowing others to do the same. When we embrace the possibility of being disliked, we open ourselves to the joy of real, lasting love. Comparing ourselves to others can make us feel inadequate and desperate for approval. Letting go of comparison allows us to appreciate our unique qualities. When we stop measuring ourselves against others, we become more confident and open to real love. Open communication is essential for healthy relationships. When we communicate honestly, we build understanding and trust. Even difficult conversations can strengthen our bonds when approached with respect and empathy. Communication is the bridge to real love. Every relationship teaches us something. Even experiences of being disliked can offer valuable lessons about ourselves and what we need in love. With each experience, we become wiser and more capable of forming authentic connections. Our individuality is what makes us special. Celebrating our unique qualities attracts people who appreciate us for who we are. Real love is about honoring each other's individuality and growing together. When we embrace our uniqueness, we invite real connection. Finding real love starts with loving ourselves. Self-love isn't selfish, it's necessary. When we treat ourselves with kindness and respect, we set the standard for how others treat us. The journey to self-love is ongoing, but it's the most important step toward finding authentic relationships. Acceptance is at the heart of real love. When we accept ourselves and others, we create space for growth and connection. Acceptance doesn't mean agreeing with everything, it means respecting differences and loving unconditionally. This is where the magic of real love begins. It takes courage to start living authentically, especially if we're used to seeking approval. The first step is often the hardest, but it's also the most rewarding. Each act of authenticity brings us closer to real love and deeper connection. Living your truth means being honest about who you are, what you want, and what you need. It's about showing up fully even when it's uncomfortable. When we live our truth, we inspire others to do the same. This is the path to real, lasting love. In the end, being disliked is not a failure, it's a sign that we're living authentically. By embracing the possibility of being disliked, we open ourselves to the joy of real love. Remember, the right people will love you for who you are. Embrace your uniqueness, set healthy boundaries, and let real love find you.